Have you ever wondered why when some people walk into a room, they just instantly command the attention of the room? Well, the secret of that is easier than you think. Let's dive deeper because in this video, I'm going to teach you how to master confidence and charisma so that you become instantly magnetic. This video is going to change your life. Let's go. So let's talk about what confidence is, okay? Now, the root word of the word confidence is confido, or in Latin, with trust. In another translation, it is with faith. It's interesting, right? I like to say it's having certainty. People are attracted to people with certainty. Have you ever had a discussion with somebody or an argument with somebody, and whoever showed up in the argument who was more certain, they typically win because they feel so strong about it, right? And the more certainty that you show up with in everyday situations, conversations, on camera, on stage, on presentations, feeling strong and in certainty or with conviction, that energy translates into your listener and to your audience to actually help them do whatever it is you want them to do. So this certainty is the secret that is behind people who are magnetic, very confident, and very charismatic. So let's dive deeper into how you can gain more certainty right now. Now, one thing you need to know before we dive into the framework is this certainty can be learned. Confidence is simply a skill. Confidence comes from competence. What is that? The more competent you are inside of any skill set, let's take for the example driving. The more competent you are when you're driving, the more confident you show up behind the wheel. You're not even really thinking about anything that's going to happen next because you're like, yo, I got this. I'm a killer driver. Let's go and go to reverse, right? So confidence actually comes from competence. Now, competence is literally, if you break it down, it's just skill repetition. So people who appear confident, appear magnetic, appear charismatic, all they've done is they just repeated a little small set of skills, which I'm going to teach you in this video, over and over and over again. So they show up in the room and they feel relaxed and at ease and able to have conversation. They show up in the interview. They show up in the team meeting. They show up on the stage totally relaxed. Because they're showing up with this competence, they put the audience at ease. They put the room at ease. They put the executive they're trying to impress at ease because they've just repeated a certain skill set over and 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 over again. They've become competent. And that is what produces the confidence. So you don't need to be born with confidence. It's just a skill set that you become competent in. Making sense? All right, let's dive deeper, because if you listen to me right now and if you start to show up in your life with more confidence as a mom, as a dad, as a friend, as a speaker, as an entrepreneur, if you show up with more confidence by yourself, with yourself, alone in your bedroom, I guarantee you're going to start to like yourself more. You get to hang out with yourself everywhere that you go, and the more confident you are in yourself, it makes life more pleasurable. And honestly, it helps you get whatever it is that you want. So confidence, it's worth your attention in this video. So I applaud you for being here. Let's dive deeper and give you the strategies. It's a 3-part framework. Let's go. So the 3-part framework, I first learned it from Tony Robbins, and it's in the shape of a triangle. And there's 3 sides to the triangle. And you can master any skill, like this skill, confidence, charisma, magnetism, by dominating the 3 parts of this triangle. First part of the triangle, physiology. So confidence isn't a mindset issue, it's a body issue first. And Amy Cuddy was one of the best researchers who found that the best way to rewire your mind is actually through your body. What do you mean by that? Well, in this really cool study, she found that if she had people move their body in a certain way, that their performance, their behavior, how they showed up was totally different. What do I mean? Well, one of the poses she had people do was something called a power pose, where she had speakers hold their hands out like this and stand up straight. Their spine, maybe do it in your chair if you're watching this. So the hands up straight, spine straight, they should stand up and call it a power pose. And they found that when somebody held this pose for something like 3 minutes or longer, that their testosterone rose 20% and cortisol, the stress hormone, dropped. They started to feel more confident in their body. Isn't this crazy? From changing their physiology. So the number one way that you can shift any atmosphere in yourself and in a room is your physiology. When you walk into that room, use every door frame inside my house. I use it as a trigger for myself, or every door when I'm entering a new room, I use it as a trigger to remember shoulders back and straighten up my spine. Body posture, huge in first impressions. Think about this for a second. Tony Robbins said that if you're slumped over, like if you just slump over right now, maybe you could even like lean back and slump back, or even like keeping your body in a covered position. He said that this actually produces the feelings in the mind of depression, heaviness, if your face is serious and sad. Think about it, right? Your body is doing it first, and then your emotions are following. So shift your body. So your physiology will present more confident, and then you'll feel more confident, and then you'll be more confident. Okay, so physiology first will shift you into a confident state. Second step of the triangle is focus. Okay, focus. So there's physiology, then there's focus. How many of you guys would agree? Let me know in the comments below that your self-talk is really important. What you say to yourself. Like, give me a yes in the chat if you're tracking with me. Like, that's really important, right? So the focus of high performers goes like this. They say where the mind goes, the body will follow. So here are some of the power thoughts I started studying from famous pants speakers and presenters and entrepreneurs. I am extremely magnetic. I talk to people easily and effortlessly. When I take the platform, I dominate. Everyone wants to hear what I have to say. There's somebody out there right now who doesn't know this information that I know, and this could save their life. It's very important that I talk, that I present, that I show up on social media. It's very important because people need this information. So watch this. The focus is on the audience. Like, the focus is on, this is gonna really benefit somebody today. So you see that? You see how that would shift your approach? Think about this, like, how much less worried would you be about all the naysayers and maybe people who'll be critical if you really focused on the people that desperately need what it is that you alone have to offer? If you focused on the person crying themselves to sleep at night because they can't figure the business out, they can't get the relationship right, they can't get their blood pressure, their health problem solved. So focus your mind on the great need of humanity for what it is that you stand for and you have to offer. Give me an amen in the chat if you're standing for something and have something good to serve the world with, okay? Clappy emojis, right? Get on up in here, people. We gotta add some value. Last part of the triangle, language. High performers use their words in the direction of where they want to go. The Bible talks about the tongue being like a rudder, steering the direction of where you're going. So high performers, whether they know the Bible, believe the Bible, whether you believe the Bible, and it doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know this ancient text will support what it is that I'm saying here. Language, the Bible also says death and life are in the power of the tongue. Interesting, right? So here's some of the language patterns that high performers use. They say things like, I'm excited. Mel Robbins found that when people were dreading something, if they would say that phrase, sometimes up to 100 times before the event that they were anticipating, maybe dreading, like for instance, students said this before they took an exam, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, that their brain switched from a threat mindset to an opportunity mindset. Meaning, maybe something cool is gonna happen. I think I heard this story where a kid was dreading going over to sleeping over his friend's house. He was just a little nervous about it. And his mom said, okay, while we're driving to the friend's house, sit in the back seat and just say this phrase over and over and over again. Say, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. So this little kid sat in the back seat and was like, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. They pull into the driveway of the friend's house and she turns over and she says, all right, Jimmy, how you feel? He goes, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. So speak only what you want to seek. Speak the direction of where you want to go, even if your mind or your body's freaking out. Those are the 3 key strategies of mastering confidence. Is your physiology first, then that focus, and then that language. I guarantee and believe if you'll do these 3 things, I declare you're gonna have your most confident interactions at work, at school, on the platform, in your business, when you're in sales conversations, at events. You'll see that there's the you inside of you that you always knew was possible. So get out there, get confident, and let's go. If I can help you dive deeper into any of the skills of crushing communication, business, and confidence, click the link below in the description. We have a bunch of resources that'll help you grow as a person and grow your business. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video.